Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look right here. You my thoughts on this palette. I freaking love it, honestly. I didn't expect it to be as good as it is. The mattes really surprised me. The mattes are so good. I think that's everything. Let's get started with the tutorial. In James's video, he did mention to use either the MAC Paint Pot or an actual eye primer, but I don't have either of those, so I just used my concealer and it worked perfectly fine, so I'm gonna do that again today. The first shade I'm gonna go into is 10% off, and then I'm gonna go into No Beans. So with the shade 10% off, I'm actually gonna start packing this into the crease. I'm gonna keep building this up all in the crease and the outer corner. I really love these mattes. They're really pigmented, so it was pretty easy for me to do this look. Even though it looks really complicated, it was actually pretty easy. And then going in with the shade No Beans, I'm gonna do basically the same thing except a little bit lower into the crease. Just pack it right in there. This is such a pretty matte brown. I'm also gonna take my time to deepen the outer corner with this color. Now that it's as deep as I want it to go, I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush and I'm going to dip into this orangey color 518, and I'm going to use this to blend out the edges, but really lightly, so I'm like barely putting any pressure on my brush. Like, it's going to blend out so easy. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the yellow color, I think it's called B, and right above that orange I'm going to add just a little hint of yellow. I really like that gradient sunset effect where it goes from yellow, orange, brown, and then dark brown. Now I'm going to highlight my brow bone using the shade Ring Light. I'm just going to blend the edges one more time before I move on to cutting the crease. I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way concealer to cut my crease and a flat brush. I'm going to stop my cut crease right about there. Now I'm actually going to use this teal shade right here first. This is called Celia from the Alamar Cosmetics palette. I'm going to pack this color all over the lid except for the inner corner part. That's where I'm going to use a different blue. Okay, so now I'm going to take the shade Hello from the palette, this nice icy baby blue, and I'm going to put this basically all over my lid on top of this color. The reason why I put down the teal shade first before putting down this baby blue is because I want it to be a teal blue color, as if I just do the shade Hello by itself, it's going to be a little too blue for me. And I kind of want it to be a little more mermaidish. So I want this to go from baby blue in the inner corner and then like a teal shade, and then finish off with that blue shade. And the last shade that I'm going to use is this blue right here called Acapella. And I'm placing this color on the outer corner. And then right here I'm going to blend this together with the teal shade. Almost forgot, I am going to take the shade Cola, the matte blue, and I'm going to put this on the very edge just to help kind of tie everything together. For the lower lash line, I'm going to do basically the same thing minus all the blues, so I'm going to start with 10% off. And then with the shade No Beans, I'm going to focus this on like the outer corner of the eye. And I'm going to take a clean brush and use 518, the orange shade, and B, the yellow shade. Just like a mixture of both of those. And I'm going to put this on the very bottom. So it's kind of like a transition, if you will. And then in my waterline, I wanted to pop a blue. So I actually used this Marc Jacobs eyeliner in the shade Deja Blue. Like that. And then I'm going to take the shade Hello again, the one that we put on the lid, and I'm going to put this basically on top of that eyeliner. Now I'm just going to highlight my inner corner using that shade Ring Light again, and we're basically all done. So the eye is basically done. I'm going to go put on some mascara, eyelashes, finish off my base, and I'll be right back. 2 hours later and I'm done with the whole look. I love how it came out. I honestly think this eye came out way better than this one. I don't know why, maybe because I have like dry skin on this one, because it got a little patchy towards the end, but I love this look. I love the palette. In my opinion, honestly, I think this palette is totally worth it. It has all the colors that you need, your neutrals, blues, greens, purples, browns, like it has everything. And I love the mattes. So I would totally recommend this palette if you are still debating on getting it. Totally get it. That is it for today's video. I really hope